Hey guys, Thursday, October 31st, 2024. Let's see what the Black Widow wants to do today. Today, it's Thursday. EIA reports is going to be interesting. A lot going on. So without any further delay, let's get into it. So we're going to start off with our geometry. So far, the 45 scale chart using the Gann fan has been resistance, the 1x3. So it's not looking too good, guys. We didn't get to kiss the 45 being positive here, so we're still in the area of weakness. Using our Gann grid, you see that we pop from this vector point, change of contract right here. We have support 282, and the next one will be 257 unless these angles will hold, but I don't know if that's going to play out. Andrew's pitchfork, APF, you can see that we have resistance there. Trend line, resistance there at a 45 degree. There'll be support here, so if we ever sell off, this is an area I'll be interested in buying. You can see that we have resistance here from that swing point, 45. Here is the 128 technique, and it's interesting, today is that day. So let's see what's going to play out. If it's a pop, it might be a dead cat bounce unless we close above 290. Then it might probably get momentum higher. But if we get a pop and it's below 290, watch out, because tomorrow, the Black Widow, or even today, there's a lot of clusters happening right here between today and tomorrow. Harmonics, we were on a harmonic point right here too, so it's interesting to see which direction it's going to go. Nothing there. So I move this here. Fibonacci, we just hit the 22.3 regards to time. That was a change of contract. There's really nothing there. Advance, it's 274 support, but I think it might crack it. Also 253 if it ever comes down. This was a bullish projection in regards to time. If we were going to go, higher, I don't think so. There's another one. The ellipse. Keep an eye out for November 10th. Yep, nothing there. Let's go to the next clip. Yeah, so this is where I have my cycles, and you can see, I'll leave this up here. We'll put the solar cycle, and so far the solar cycle was not kind of working out. It was going higher, it went inverse. Now it looks like it wanted to go higher, but now it's inverse. The cycles are down to the 12th, which could probably play out. Then there's a bounce into December 18, but it goes against the seasonality. But this is a 1 year cycle, so maybe this is what it's expecting within the 1 year cycle. But overall, natural gas goes lower between November and December, but you never know what could play out. But let's take baby steps. Let's see if we get a pullback. Now, this is the cycle I was leaning on, where it could probably get choppy, either just sideways maybe, or grinding higher somewhere around December. But it kind of goes against, other stuff that I see. So it's, it's a 50-50 toss. So we'll see. We'll see how that's going to play out. Let's look at our natural, and this is annual. It's kind of similar to the solar. I mean, it is the sun cycle. So it's pretty much the same. So that one is indicating a dip. It's like I showed you the yellow projection. This is a fast annual. This is using 3 years worth of data. You can see we got this here. So if we get a dead cat bounce, it's just to trap some bulls into November 5th. And then it turns. So it's going to be a bull trap. here is just pretty much going straight down. Mid-annual, that's 6 years worth of data. This one could probably be even a bigger trap all the way to the 17th, but we don't know if that's going to play out. And then down. Annual and decimal, that's the 1 year and 10 years together. On an average, and the turning point, it's on the 1st of November. So let's see. I could see this playing out. I could see this kind of playing out. They kind of go in the same direction. And this is already down. Yeah, so you got these guys all together. The oddball one is the 6 year mid-annual that goes straight up, but lines up with the my other cycle that I have. They're kind of together. This is the one that's the oddball. So you got 2 bullish, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can say 3 that are not, not positive. Yep. So let's see, another technique that Gann would use is looking at 10 years in the past, and you can see that that is bullish to the 19th. It kind of makes me think that it's on a hunt for liquidity and then sell off. So we're in this area between October and November for possible tops. Could it be this one? And it's a dead cat bounce and we go down, or there's one to get some liquidity, maybe test this high, fake out some bulls thinking we're going to go higher, and then pull the rug and come down. And this confirms it with all the cycles I've been showing you, that it could be a bull trap and then go down. Another thing that Gann did was look at 20 years. You can see that it gets a little wild here. But then eventually, around the 3rd, pretty much the first week, sells off. So it's very risky, in my opinion, to go long here. The only thing that will convince me of going long and maybe test this high, because it's going to be short-lived, is that we close above 290, your midpoint of this week. If we never get up to 290, I wouldn't go long. I'll be thinking about short positions. So if you were bull and you got some long positions, I would be very careful today and tomorrow, because volatility is going to increase. And it looks like and you got this gap down there, which I'll be showing. Let's see, anything else here? Let's close this. Hand square that I have on the big picture chart, and you can see that there is some resistance here. Another level of support will be that 250 area down there. All right, let's go to the midpoint chart to see what we have there. Okay, so this is our midpoint chart. I'm using just the December because when we have a change of contract, there's a lot of anomalies where things will look right because the price jumped. So I have to wait at least so everything adjusts. So that will probably be next week. We'll be looking at the what I normally use. Market profile, simple glance, and then everything else, especially the geometry. Excuse me. So looking at the yearly pivots, you can see that there's a big target here. I don't know why this is going on. I'm using some retracement thing. So yeah, 250 is your area for a target to the downside once you take out the low of 271. If it's taken out, it's definitely going here. And what's interesting, I'm just thinking about it, 271 it's an interesting level. I wonder if it hits it and then bounces. So that's possible. It's an interesting level. I'll just leave it at that. So if this holds, it could bounce. But if it cracks, 250 is your next, 251 is your next target. Looks like the mobiles are negative. We're about to go negative. Looking at our daily, this one's going to be different because we got to wait till this close. So this is going to be the targets down for the monthly. So this is our low of 271. If this doesn't hold, you can say 254, 250, and then obviously even deeper will be 236. But I'll wait. This will be 252. Gotta wait to see if we take out 271. Our weekly, as you see right here, this was the 290 level. We failed it. This is your midpoint for the week. And it looks like it wants to go lower. And this is your 271. So in between 271 and now, you have 276. So this is very possible between today and tomorrow. And if 276 doesn't hold, you're going to test 271. And so far, it's very quiet. Price action to mobile bands, but Stokes are unwinding lower. And lastly, the hourly, we never could close or at least kiss 284, which is your midpoint for today. You can see that your midpoints are now descending. So the path of least resistance is to the downside. You're below the VWAP. And you got this low of 277. If you're scalping, 273 and 269 are your targets to the downside. And it looks like it's about to turn. Unless something happens here, 7 o'clock, 8, they want to test this level, 284. And once the number comes out, maybe push it down. Bottom feeders maybe pushing it up, but I think it's gonna go lower. And today's the 31st. This is where the thunderstorms, the earthquakes, the gray skies, everything is negative for nat gas. So I wouldn't expect much to the upside. So if you are planning on going long, I suggest caution. Statistically, I think tomorrow it's really ugly too. So I wouldn't trust any buying volume here. That's me. I'm going to sign out. Hope you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on nat gas.